Hey, everybody. I am your host today for this spotlight, Rich Mackey, and we're switching things up. So, Caitlin is normally the one asking questions, but we're going to shine the spotlight on Caitlin, and she is in the hot
She
seat.
is ready. I just realized I was like, oh, I don't have my notes open. And then I was like, I don't need any notes.
You
All of
don't.
the
You just have
notes are
to answer
coming from the
questions.
inside of my brain.
Absolutely.
I'm a
So,
little
this
bit
could go completely off the
nervous.
rails. Caitlin and I have not done recording in a while, but we'll keep it to Caitlin. It's all about her, not about me. So,
Mm.
she's our account supervisor and host of this series. She brings a ton of positive energy to all of her relationships, really. Like, even when Caitlin's down a little bit, like, she still finds that nugget of positivity. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you really should because it's really fun stuff. Um, and she's got some good stories. We already covered Honduras way back when, or in the early
Yes.
days. Like that might have been in year two. We talked about that. So let's dive in. And our first question, of course, is, and I knew this one before I read it, but when we go to a bar,
Okay.
Caitlin, what's your go-to drink?
Well, I do a Hendrix and tonic, but I do it with a twist of lemon and not lime, because I feel like the
That's
lime is
nice.
too acidic. So I
Okay, so
like,
the lemon gives it a
yeah.
little bit lighter
It's
acid.
a lighter, like a brighter zest.
Yep. And I know that
It's got to be Hendrix. Yeah, which is sometimes tricky. Not everybody stocks a Hendrix gin.
but you have
So
backups. Like if they don't have a
yeah,
Hendrix, I love Hendrix. Like it's an amazing like everything
it's
they
our
do
house
is
gin.
just crazy.
Yeah,
But like Plymouth is really good. I like Plymouth gin.
I'll have to remember that. Yeah.
Um, as a
But
rule,
I
like
feel like
aviation is everywhere now. It's fine.
is it?
I don't
I
mind
feel
it.
like in Sioux City, it's like you can have Bombay Sapphire or like Tanqueray.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
so it's like the ginniest of gins, which is
Aviation's
the
everywhere down here.
yeah.
So in
Okay.
Omaha.
Okay. That's a
All
good
right,
note to
so
have.
we are going to chat with Caitlin. We're going to get to know her a little bit, get to know who she is
As if
inside and
as
outside
if
of work.
you didn't already,
Well,
if
I
you've
do,
been
but
listening
like,
for a while. No,
I
I,
think
know.
I'll learn some things. I always learn something when I meet with you. Kind of where she came from. How did she get into this work? That's an interesting story. I do know that one.
Yeah.
And then kind of what fuels her and what drives her. Um, all
Oh, it's
right.
just a
So
lot of caffeine.
caffeine is good. And
It's
you're in the
such an
office in
addict.
Sioux City today, and don't forget we have the cold brew on tap now.
I've met my quota for the
Okay.
day.
The nitro cold
I
brew
do need
like
to
hits
sleep.
different. Like it's
It's so
wild.
good. It's so good.
All right. So give us an official intro. Who are you? What do you do? How long have you been a part of the team? Like all the basics.
My name is Catelin Drey. I'm an account supervisor at Antidote 71, which is an accounting. Jeez, I'm so tired. That's accounting. It's advertising and marketing combined. um,
Mhm.
Based in Sioux City, I just celebrated my 6-year anniversary, which
Yep.
is the longest that I've ever worked anywhere.
I remember
Uh,
when I crossed
I mean,
that. I crossed a 5-year mark because I had done like 2 or 3 years at multiple places, and then I was like, "Oh
yeah,
my
I mean,
god!"
I hit it pretty quickly because I've had a lot of jobs before this one. I've done everything from teaching to child welfare to nonprofit development. And
Weren't you
what
a
I've
bank
been
teller
telling
at
people,
one point?
yeah, customer service, bank teller, process mortgage loans.
Yep.
Yeah. And kind of throughout all of that, there's just this thread of trying to be helpful
Hmm.
and
That.
wanting to know people. And
Yep.
so, like, this is just the perfect kind of intersection of all of that. But when I first started at Antidote, y'all were looking for a project manager,
Hmm.
and I was looking for a new gig that was part-time that would let me continue
Yep.
to do photography on the side. And it was just this beautiful, like, symbiotic situation
Yeah,
at the
it worked
time.
well. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you came to us and you're like, I don't know the project management. I want more people stuff.
Well, it was like, I
It was a couple
remember,
years, I think, or a year into it, maybe year and a half.
so I started in 2019,
Yep.
and then it was like summer of 2020. You came to me and said,
Oh, I
we
did, and I
think,
scared you,
yeah, yeah, you're like, do you
terrified
have a
you.
few minutes to chat? And I was like, oh, I'm fired. Because it was COVID and I was
Yep.
pregnant. And so you met and you were like, what do you love about your job? What do you not love? And it was like, I love working with people. I do not love the like process tracking and the minutia of project management. And you're like, great, I think that's what I see too. How would you feel about managing clients? And now here we are, was that 5 years later? So.
I remember that. Like, I didn't know you very well at that point, and we didn't interact a ton. I mean, obviously small business, so we knew each other, but and like just asking, like, I think I actually asked at one point, like, hey, if you could keep just half of your job, which half would you keep?
Like, which
and
parts
you're
would
like,
you keep?
Are you firing me from the other half? Like, what's going on? And it's like, sort of, yeah, we want to split this.
We're firing you from the part that you're not good at.
Yeah. I want to know what you want to do, because we're going to split it and you get the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think that's really, really funny. So, I mean, that kind of covers like how you got kind of into account management and agency life. And this was not your plan A, B, C, D, E, F or anything.
No,
really.
I didn't really have a plan either. Like when I graduated college, I didn't know what any of the possibilities were. And so, I taught abroad for a year, and then I came back, and that's kind of how all of those jobs happened, where it was like, oh, this isn't the right fit. I wonder if this is, and that's not quite the right fit, but I like these pieces, and let's take these pieces and put it into this next thing. And so, I feel like I found my footing here, and also like growing up with the company and having a child and understanding what other working environments can be like. This, I mean, I've said a lot of times that like I'll never work anywhere else. Which is ironic now when you think about the fact that I'm actively auditioning for another job while I'm still doing this one.
But you can also keep this one while doing that other one. So people can go Google that.
Legally, you have to allow me to keep this job.
I know. Well, we would anyway. I mean, come on. You've gone from part-time to three-quarter time to full-time to part-time to full-time. I think we're okay with flexing with you at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, people could Google and see what's going on in Caitlin's other part of her life.
Google Catelin Drey in Iowa if you want to know.
Yeah, you'll find it.
That's like a fun little Easter egg, isn't it?
It is. Like at this moment in time, like, even 3 months ago, we couldn't have even mentioned that. It wasn't even on the radar.
No.
So you work closely with both clients and internal teams, because I know you're also like one of our HubSpot leads and you're a mentor to some other people and those things. What do you love the most about your role here?
I love feeling useful and helping people solve a problem that they didn't think was possible, or like a client brings something and says, here's my end goal. How do I get from A to Z? And helping them like put those pieces together.
So you like doing 10 impossible things before breakfast?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that a Winnie the Pooh thing?
Breakfast. I don't know. Think 10 impossible. I can't remember. I know what I think
there's something in there like, mixing metaphors and literature and who knows what. Is there any kind of favorite moment or project that stands out?
Yeah, I'm really proud of the People Perspectives playbook.
Okay. Wow, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, it was an interesting kind of onion to peel because it's a ton of different HubSpot tools that all come together into like a very dynamic marketing and service piece for that client. That it's that same thing, right? Christy came to us and said, here's my goal. How do we make this tool accomplish this goal? And Jessica and I got to work really closely And I got to use some of my new service, HubSpot service knowledge in that, and like provide them with a solution that they weren't really even looking for. Like they just wanted to be able to email. And I was like, oh no, we can like, because of what you have, we can set this up to like live call and track your tickets. And here's how we're going to make the website work as hard as we possibly can for you. And so that's probably the most recent, like really proud moment.
That's a big one. And she was great to work with. I know you guys just said amazing things
absolute
about
dream.
Her. Yes. And is she the one who sent us snacks?
She sent us so many cookies.
So many cookies. And found a local bakery that she bought them from and sent them to us.
It was really
perfect.
Rad.
Those are the people we love.
And I think when the cookies showed up, I was like, this is a mistake. And then I read the card, and I don't really cry anymore because of the Lexapro, but the tears almost came through just of like, oh, this is so sweet and like so encouraging and that was a really fun one.
It's amazing. I'll tell you, since I have a little bit of perspective, one of my favorites that stands out for you is when you and Jesse, like, we were doing all these websites and you guys were like, these are awful, they're horrible, oh my God, everybody hates doing a website, web rebuilds are awful.
The end product was always good, but the process was like,
the process was awful.
Yeah.
And that's typical. Like, everywhere I've done a website, it's been awful. Yeah. And you were like, no, this could be fun. This could be better, and really honed in on what's wrong with it on the process side and how we could make it better and set those expectations. And we started implementing that, and suddenly like websites are fun, and we can actually tell clients, you're going to enjoy this experience. And they're like, no, I won't. It's a web rebuild. And it's like, no, you will. You will.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
There's still a little bit of a grind at the end when it's like we've looked at this for 90 days straight and we want it to be live in the world, but to say that we can do a website in 90 days and stick to that is pretty remarkable, because I think that's where a ton of agencies and even freelancers really struggle, is like dialing that in and getting the client on the same page and making sure that you're hitting your milestones and your deadlines internally is...
and getting that over the finish line. Like, I think we had before that, we had a website that went like a year and a half because like we just couldn't get stuff from the client.
Are you thinking of the one that I'm thinking
we're
of?
thinking of
that
the
was
same
like
one. Yeah, we won't
many
mention
years. It was more than 1 year.
I don't know if it's even finished today. Like, we don't do anything with them, but who knows?
Oh boy.
All right. So let's get into a little bit of thought leadership. So if you could give someone advice, like they're looking for an agency, what does a client need to think about when they're like interviewing agencies or talking to agencies?
More is more, I think. What frustrates me the most on the client side is when we get a sliver of the pie and there's internal stuff happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, but that we could either integrate into or help streamline or just have like more of the knowledge behind the why of either a project or a full relationship. It just makes everybody better, really, when we can talk to your IT team and say, like, I understand your goal is this, but here's what we have to work with, and how do we align those two things. So really, like, and it's not to say we're going to need more money for that, but it just makes the relationship easier to navigate, really.
Yep.
And so give us the full picture. Tell us the whole story.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I love that. When you said more is more, I was like, I don't know where you're going with this, but I get like the more we know and the more that we can influence and help you with. Yeah. And when I was at even large companies, like at one point we had like 9 agencies, and I was like, we need 4. Like, there's the things you need a specialist for. I know. But like, we just kind of honed it all in, and it got much better. Like, because managing all of that, just communication is hard.
Seriously, that's so many moving pieces. Like, knowing what I know now about managing multiple channels of communication to try and have that many pieces. And then even just remembering like who has what piece, like, I'm tired. That makes me so tired.
I get it. 100%.
Can I have a nap, please? Yeah.
All right. Well, let's diverge from work. What keeps you inspired? Where does your mojo and inspiration come from?
I think it's that same, like, I just keep returning to the helpful, useful connection. Like, I am the self-proclaimed office extrovert.
100%.
And wear that badge proudly, but it really comes from, like, I'm one of those people that I am energized from other people. I still need time to, like, go home and sit quietly and dissociate, but, like, my excitement and joy and motivation just comes from connecting with other people.
Yeah, that helpful theme just keeps coming through, and that connection to people, like genuine connections, right? Like you want it to be
I'm real bad at small talk. I want you to, like, tell me everything about your life, like what motivates you and why do you choose to live here and what makes you want to stay at your job, or like what, all of that.
Yeah. And I think that
like
you have
all
this
those small talk things.
You have this innate curiosity too, that, like, you just always want to know more. Okay, so we're probably kind of coming up on time. Like, this was a fast conversation, so let's do a little bit of rapid fire. So fast.
Okay.
Guilty pleasure.
I don't believe in guilty pleasure. I think it's just pleasure.
Okay, perfect. Favorite playlist.
For what mood?
I don't know.
Okay.
Your favorite happy playlist.
My favorite happy playlist is probably the Eras Tour set list.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I figured you'd just say Taylor Swift on repeat of everything.
Well,
but I know
the
her
thing is,
moods
like,
are different, though.
Yeah, do you want, like, a focus? Because if it's my focus, it's like Taylor Swift piano covers, like acoustic piano, and there's no words. It's so helpful because, like, the noise.
Send me that.
Like,
you got to send me
that. Yeah.
I could probably Google. I could probably just search it on Spotify. Or
but
Apple.
Then I also, I don't know. I love lots of different music. Brandi Carlile is another great one for like upbeat, but also I like The Highwaymen, who's also Brandi Carlile and three other. So it's like The Highwaymen, from the 80s.
So
yes, The Highwaymen. Like
that takes me to a whole
acoustic.
Other place.
Rustin Kelly is another really great one. I've gotten to meet him a couple times, and he's more. His vibe is like dirt emo is what he calls it. So it's like kind of country, but kind of indie. Yeah. He's got a new album coming out in a couple weeks. I'm really excited about.
So that's why I was like,
that's too broad.
Moods, the many moods of Catelin Drey. Okay, last question. You hosted the full podcast with me for quite a while, until recently when you kind of had to take a step back. But you've been hosting the spotlights. What is your favorite thing about hosting these spotlights?
Forcing my coworkers to talk to me.
Because you are surrounded by mostly introverts. Like,
everyone
people
is. It's like Zac and I are the only ones that are like, you want to talk? You want to talk about some stuff? Do you want to go on a tangent? You want to talk about things that aren't work?
You are absolutely the people who will, like, see somebody new on the street and be like, hi, who are you? Tell me your story. What's going on? Where like, I see a new dog and I want to know that. But if I see a person, I just want to keep my eyes down and hope they go away and don't notice me.
I was thinking about this because my husband and I went to Wisconsin earlier this year to see some Shakespeare. And the version of me that's on vacation is like, I love your shirt, or like, tell me about, or like, hey, where did you find that? Or like, I'm trying to like channel more of that in my everyday life, which has coincided well with my extracurricular activities of campaigning. I got to pet my first chicken yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's a milestone.
When you say you want to pet, yes. She was so sweet. So sweet. So, should I leave can we put the video of me petting the chicken in the...
Maybe we could do it as a bonus after the close. We'll just have exit with Catelin petting the chicken. So send that to Zac. He'll get that taken care of.
Her little chicken sounds were so sweet.
That is so cute.
And I've pet a lot of dogs. Pet a lot of dogs.
And you're allergic. Like, you can't have pets, but you love pets.
Yeah.
So
yesterday,
well, I'm glad you're getting out there.
Yesterday I pet a German Shepherd who did give me a hive, but it was just a little one, and it was totally worth it. Her name was Sadie, and she's beautiful.
Well, shout out to
She's
Sadie
so
and
sweet.
Sadie's
Yeah.
parents.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to talk to you for like another hour, but we can do that anytime. But I know you're busy and have things to do.
We have so much work to do.
And Zach has told me, like, these are quick hits. We got to wrap it up. So
get to the point.
Thank you so much for being here, Catelin. It was great to be on camera and on audio with you
pleasure.
again.
Always.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in and listening to these spotlights. From what I hear from Zach, they've been pretty fun and getting some good coverage and good listens.
I'm not washing cars in high heels like Charla.
Right.
But
right. Maybe this one could be titled that.
I was there for that interview, and I still was like, what is the title of this? And I was like, oh, that's what we latched on to. I was like, where did this come from?
Yeah. So
we covered so many other things, but
like number one top views on YouTube for us, but
and good
pretty
for
sure
her.
it's people were expecting something other than what they got.
Totally different.
All right, and you can connect with Catelin. You can find her on LinkedIn, Catelin Drey. It's pretty easy to find her if you just Google. You'll get all kinds of results right now.
I feel like we're leaving such weird Easter eggs for people. They're going to be like, what kind of results are we going to get?
So I'll just say it. She's running for office. So there's a special election in Iowa right now, and she was tapped to run, and so she is running for office in Iowa. So
not
no more
in high
like
heels, just so
people
we're clear.
Yeah, running for office in high heels. That would be an episode. No, we don't want to go there.
Tired. Yeah.
All right, so
more tired.
As always, you're welcome. Thank you. You can find us at antidote71.com. All of our socials are there. I think if it's still there, we are starting to be on Blue Sky and Threads. X is dead. We've killed that. It's out. If you've got a question you want to send our way, you can go to ctapodcast.live, shoot us an email there or a message. You can upload an audio message there as well. There's a little upload thing. Or call our hotline that nobody ever calls, 402-718-9971. Zach would love to hear your question, and he may follow up with you. And we would absolutely center an entire episode around that question. And if you've got a question for Catelin, you could certainly do that. And then we could bring her back and have another Catelin episode where Catelin answers questions. It'd be great. All right. And that's it.
That would be fun.
So,
doesn't even have to be marketing. Any question.
And ask me anything with Catelin. We'll do that. You just got to call the hotline, 402-718-9971, and we'll do it. All right. And with that, we will see you next week with another episode. I have no idea what it is. It's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.